Number 11. Okay, you say the diagram shows molecules involved in the action of digestive enzymes such as maltase. Which one is a substrate? Alright, so yes, the answer here is B. B is the substrate. Okay, how about the rest? Okay, we have C, which is the enzyme. Okay, and you know enzyme plus substrate, you'll get an enzyme substrate complex, right? So what is D? Yes, D would be the product. So it's usually enzyme plus substrate. You form an enzyme substrate complex, and then you form product plus enzyme. Alright, and then the enzyme can be reused. Okay, next one. Alright, so for number 12, diagram shows experiment to investigate photosynthesis. Alright, so here we have the image. Okay, this is the setup. Now, what is the most abundant gas present at the top of the tube? Alright, so what gas is present at the top? Okay, everyone saying D? Yes. So yeah, correct answer will be oxygen. Okay, so this one is for photosynthesis, right? When it comes to photosynthesis, right, the plant will be consuming carbon dioxide and water to produce oxygen and glucose. Okay, this is the process of photosynthesis, alright? And the gas that's being produced here will be oxygen. So when you produce oxygen, oxygen will be released by the plant in the form of bubbles and get collected at the top. Alright. Now, when it comes to the question, sometimes you might encounter the question how to test to see whether this gas really is oxygen or not. How would you test it? Okay, this one will be a glowing wooden splinter will reignite. Okay, all you need to do is put a glowing wooden splinter, not a lighted wooden splinter, glowing. Okay, it looks like the candle when you blow the candle and it's about to go out. It's like amberish like that, glowing. Right. Sometimes they might ask lah. Okay, so next one, number 13. What happened to a green plant grown in soil that is deficient in nitrate ions? Right, we have a lot of answers here. Well, various answers. Okay. So, nitrate ions, otherwise known as nitrogen, the element nitrogen. Now, nitrogen is actually used to make what in a plant? Why does a plant need nitrogen? Right? This is the plant nutrition. Okay, so when it comes to nitrogen, yes, the plant very good actually. Okay, so the plant uses nitrogen to make protein. Protein is for what? For growth, right? For growth. So when the plant is deficient in nitrogen, it cannot grow properly. Which of these options looks like the plant cannot grow properly? Just has like stunted growth like that, right? Large leaves and good root growth, no, right? It's growing properly. B says purple leaves, this one no lah. Okay. C, small leaves and thin stem, yes. The plant cannot have enough, cannot receive enough nitrate, cannot produce enough amino acids or protein, cannot grow properly. Okay. Number 14. What is meant by chemical digestion? Alright, yes, the answer is A, correct. Right? Chemical digestion is large insoluble molecules that are broken down into small soluble molecules. The key word here, okay, first of all, because it is digestion, you need to say from large to small, okay, and note here that it says large insoluble molecules into small soluble. Basically, this sentence here is like the definition of chemical digestion. If it comes to physical digestion, you can just say large particles to small particles, right? You don't need the insoluble, soluble part. You say what will make the root growth become poor? Then if it's like you say, if it's lacking in nitrogen, also the plant root growth will be poor one. The plant will just overall be very stunted, very like unhealthy looking, right? Yeah, so where were we? Okay, so this is the definition for chemical digestion now. Okay, for chemical digestion is large particles into smaller particles. There won't be any chemical change in the physical digestion, mechanical digestion. Oh, you want me to explain again? Okay, so for question 13, okay, so nitrate ions is nitrogen, okay? It's the nitrogen element that is used to make amino acids, right? Amino acids are used to make protein, and protein is needed for growth. It's one of the vital things for growth, vital nutrients for growth. Now, if the plant doesn't get enough nitrate, there isn't enough nitrogen element, cannot make enough amino acids, therefore not enough protein, and therefore okay, so then there won't be enough, there will be a stunted growth. Next one, number 15. Okay, so the graph shows the concentration of maltose in different parts of the alimentary canal. What causes change of concentration at X? Right, this is concentration of maltose, yeah? Oh, yeah, the options, sorry, I think I blocked out D, yeah? Okay, so these are the options. By the way, this is maltose, yeah? Maltose is the carbohydrate, right? Maltose. Now, when you can see the concentration of maltose is dropping significantly. Now, the only reason why the concentration of maltose could be dropping is maybe because it's being digested into like glucose, isn't it? So it's being broken down. Broken down by what? Maltase enzyme. Okay. Maltase enzyme or maltose. Yeah. So the other ones like absorption of maltose, no, because that would actually increase the concentration of maltose. No, wait. Sorry, absorption of maltose, by the way, no lah, right? Because in the end, when the small intestine wants to absorb maltose, right? Maltose sometimes too big, so better to like break it down. Okay, break it down to glucose and then absorb it, right? Now the other action of amylase is just simply the wrong enzyme in this case.